Hello and welcome back to our Pokemon Infinite Fusion Randomized Nuzlocke. This is part 9. In this episode, we're here in the Pokemon Center, starting off in a slightly different environment because we do have one more Pokemon trained up. I'm sure you know who it is if you watched the last episode, but I have gone ahead and trained up Fangale, the good old Luxray Talonflame fusion. It is not going to be on the team at this exact second because Fluffy is going to be useful for getting an encounter on Route 5 and possibly Route 6. After that, Fangale is going to be coming out to play, has Bite, Quick Attack, Spark, and Peck. Overall, a decent moveset considering it is an electric flying type. I do think we can get some better moves for it if we take it to the move 2 to upstairs in the Pokemon Center, which someone in the comments did remind me about, and to be honest, I should probably do that. Haven't done it yet though. Will I remember by the end of this episode? Probably not. But maybe next episode I'll remember, we'll see. For right now though, we are going to keep Fluffy on the team, and to keep the team just as is, because we do have ourselves a couple of items to go around and grab in Cerulean City. Most notably, I waited until it was daytime for this woman to appear. This woman should give us a TM, which would normally be Sunny Day, but instead it's going to be randomized to Dragon Dance, which I don't think is actually very useful for us, because I don't think we have anyone that can learn it. I'd like to be wrong, yeah. But still, it's a good TM to have, to be honest. It's a very cool move. Aerial Ace is also a move that we could teach Fangale that I've just seen in our inventory that would also be very useful. But we have Fluffy on the team because we have Route 5 just below. There's a couple more items we can probably pick up because we didn't actually explore any of the town. We were just so focused on battling Misty. So let's go ahead and grab all these items, shall we? I like you, kid, so I'll cut you a sweet deal just for you. I'll offer you a bike for just immediately 100,000. Nah. Nah, I'm good. That's simple. Just no. I wish this was a Bonsly encounter. You know, that's clearly a bonsai tree. I'm being scammed. Let's go ahead and go into here and see if we get anything here. Oh, your Fluffy. Your Fluffy is friendly to you. It must be happy with you. If I have anyone that is max friendship, if anyone was going to be, it would be Tortellini, because it's been with us the longest. Quite friendly to you, you must be a kind person, but not enough for any goodies. Okay. May not look like much now, but I used to be a very strong trainer back in the day, so I have all my gym badges to prove it. Hand them over. If I have all your gym badges, I don't have to fight any more gyms. Collector Bro is not anything. Oh, you should give us a guaranteed item because you should give us a flute, which will be randomized to something new because it's a new flute every time. Which means it won't be an incubator. A Pokemon trainer. We've met before. I remember you. I brought back this special flute from my travels. What's this flute you've got? A lychee berry. Well, it's not the most incredible item ever. I'll say that. It's not the most incredible thing we've ever seen. Do any of you give me anything? I have a leftover moonstone. Is it a moonstone? 6k. Money isn't too big of a deal because we can actually get your incense from berry trees, so sure. Black, okay, well that wasn't worth it. The apricot is not worth 6k. But it was randomized. I mean, we had to give it a go. But kicked me out. It's so rude. I mean, completely deserved and justified because I beat him in a Pokemon battle when he was trying to commit crimes, and that's about as rude as it gets. So yeah, I think that might be all we have to grab then. Basically, an apricorn, a berry, and Dragon Dance. Yanma for ew, Paris, ew, no, gross, vile, ew, I'm leaving. What a horrible household. I never want to go in there again. Let's go get our encounter. Let's go and clear our mind of what they just said by hopefully getting an encounter. There's a trainer that side. Can I just get to the grass without a trainer this side? I can. I can also get an item. Okay, alright, game time. Can we get the item before the encounter? Yes. Yes. One more? We can. And it, oh. Right, everything's an incubator. I said this earlier today. Everything is in fact an incubator. Fluffy is in front. Let's see what our Route 5 encounter is going to be, shall we? It is going to be a... Oh! The 9-slash appears again. Okay. So probably a Ratster or a Pidgey is what this has been randomized from. But that's fine. It's still a cool Pokemon. Am I afraid of this? I mean, a little bit, because it's a Ninetales Egg Slash, which is a really strong fusion. First of all, let me make that clear. This is a really strong fusion. Don't let me feel like I'm making this seem underwhelming in any way. It's just the fact that we've seen it before. That's the only underwhelming thing. But the fusion itself is cool. I think we just go for the Sing. We have to break through confusion and land a Sing. That's like a 25% chance. We do not land the Sing, unfortunately. I'm going to go for it again. Change to sword mode. It has... I mean, I guess it makes sense that it would have one of the abilities. I'm very curious to see how that works with stats. I'm really curious to see how that works with stats. We can easily live a Thunder Shock, so we'll go for one and weaken it a tiny bit. Could probably do another. I'm just going to throw a ball. We'll see how a ball goes. Just an ordinary Pokeball. Does this look like it's going to be easy to catch? It is randomized from a Pidgey. I don't think that means it has the catch rate of a Pidgey. Yeah, definitely not. Flamethrower, that's scary. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's the point where I start taking this catch a little bit more seriously. It's time to, like, sit up and acknowledge that this thing can actually do a lot of damage if we're not careful. We can't go into Skills. Skills is 4 times weak to Steel, and it's part Aegislash, and I don't know Aegislash's level up moveset at all. Tortellini is probably our best bet. It's pretty tanky because of Lantern. It resists Flamethrower, which is by far the scariest move that we've seen so far. And we can just go ahead and get this thing Thunder Waved, I guess. It's not as effective as Sleep, but at least it's stuck on it forever. It's not gonna, like, cure it in any way. This seems like the best plan. I don't know how to weaken this anymore, really, so I'm just gonna throw a Pokeball. We do have Ember, which might weaken it a bit more, but I'd rather just play it safe. We have plenty of Pokeballs. If it breaks out with, 20 Pokeballs in a row, then I'll go for an Ember, but that's very unlikely as we catch it on that Pokemon. Still, cool Pokemon, cool fusion. Very, very weird looking. Very weird looking. Fire Ghost, cool typing, honestly. Just a good type, really. No complaints here. And what do we want to call this 9/? I honestly think I just want to call it Wisp. Fire Ghost. Wisp. It'll remind me of the fact that it's Fire Ghost rather than Fire Steel as well. We'll go and have a brief look at it while we put Fluffsy away and get Fangale out as well. And maybe teach Fangale Aerial Ace. We could also check the move tool. Talonflame, if I'm remembering correctly, at level 1, can learn Brave Bird. That is also an option. Stance Change. It's certainly interesting to have Stance Change. But Flamethrower is the only good move that I actually want from Ninetales, because this moveset is basically what you get at level 1, and that's it. Aegislash, I have no idea what its level up moveset is, but it probably learns Shadow Ball or some kind of Strong Ghost type move in there. Probably Shadow Claw or Shadow Ball. But for right now, Fangale will come with us. We will not worry about the fire type just yet. If we want a fire type, we do have some options now between a Growlithe, Combusken, and Ninetales. So we have some stuff. Go ahead and check out the move to us, shall we? And see if we can maybe get anything crazy. You're the move, right? Yes. Let's see if there's anything crazy that Fangale can get. Maybe we'll also check a couple of others. It can get Brave Bird and Flare Blitz. Did forget about Flare Blitz. Don't love recoil moves, I will admit. Especially in Nuzlocke, because they're very risky. They're very strong, but they're very risky. I do think it's worth having Brave Bird because it's stab. Flare Blitz, I'm less inclined to get. Brave Bird over Peck, it's like 4 times the damage, so sure. A little bit under 4 times, but still, that's fine. I'm not going to learn Flare Blitz, despite it being a very good move. If we want a Fire-type move, we could use Tortellini. Anyone else that would have anything important? Eugene, I actually think, has a perfectly fine moveset, getting Technician boosted. Maybe Skills could learn a Fairy move. That's about the only other thing that I would be concerned with. Fairy Wind. Disarming Voice. Disarming Voice. Okay. Oh, we'll take a Fairy move as well. That is absolutely fine. We can get rid of Baby Doll Eyes, have some good old coverage, and that will be all we're doing. See, look, I remembered. I could have done this right at the start while it was fresh in my mind, but I remembered now, okay? This is fine. Alright, let's go ahead and start making our way through Route 5. Did I put it on the team? I did. Okay. We're going to lead with Fangale because obviously we're going to lead with the cool new Pokemon. And we'll start seeing what custom fusions await us today, shall we? Braxio. Another Luxio fusion. We got 2 Luxray fusions last episode, and now we're getting a Luxio fusion here as well. Wild. Wild. I am blessed. I'm just going to go into Wizard because I'm assuming that is Rock Electric. That means we can go ahead and bonk this thing with a good old Meltclaw for neutral damage. We should be a-okay. We were also quite a few levels ahead of it, so we might have been fine. They don't have anything super effective for us on Fangale. We could have probably bitten it to death, but swapping the matchup. And Shield Dude. That sounds good. Probably Rock Steel. Well, Geodude second. Maybe Steel Ground. It's Steel Rock Ground something. So I'm not super afraid of it in any way. I think we just go into Tortellini and Bubble. Bubble Beam? Bubble Beam. That's a good sprite. That's a really good sprite. Using the actual, like, armor fossil, that's really creative. I like that one. That's a good sprite. It's surprisingly simple. You don't even have to, like, design anything new. Because, I mean, the sprite for the armor fossil already exists when you, like, hover over it in the bag. That's cool. That's cool. That's smart. Rather than being, like, artistically super impressive, it's just smart. And Articuno, Espeon? Espeon? Any of them. Okay. Articuno being ice means we could probably go into Skittles. Skittles should be fine. Hit it with a rock-type move. As long as it's not like Vaporeon or Leafeon. I will be honest, I still don't know which one I'm looking at. Oh, the ears, Glaceon. Ice? So just Rock Tomb. This is fine. That does nothing for him. We are just going to cover this thing in rocks. That's some good damage. We don't drop the stats because of Mist. Very rare that you actually see Mist do anything, but oh, it did stop the stat drop. Skittles can gain some delicious XP. Do we want to learn Raw? Nope. Nice and simply? No. Hey, we'll fight. Didn't get to use Fangale though, so we go again. Or, I may be old, but I still know how to fight. That's fine. Show me something weak to Brave Bird, please. I want to bonk something. Who fused these? Oh, this is fused because of the potential of Hydreigon Victory Bell, which would be like multi-headed giant gaping hole monster. I'm curious to see that. I'm very curious to see that. Oh my god, it's flashing so much on that Brave Bird sprite. What on earth was that? I will be honest, I did not like that. that felt offensive to my eyeballs. Okay. Have this, you can't battle on an empty stomach. A ring target. Wow. Thanks. Did you give me anything? Wait, an egg? I see an egg as a static encounter, I'll be honest. Sure. Sure. I have no issues with picking up an egg, to be honest. Wasn't what I was expecting, but yeah. Cool. Appreciated. I guess it makes sense because they're like right next to the daycare. So it makes sense, but it's still weird. Would you like to trade a Ratster for my Poliwag? No. No, not at all. Alright, let's start making our way to good old route number 6. Anything that you have here? Use DNA splicers on fused Pokemon to unfuse them, but it'll cost you a DNA splicer. The Pokemon will lose their moves and some of their experience too, so be careful. That is true. That is true. A Pearl. I'll take money. Money is appreciated. I did spend 6k on a Black Apricorn. Some of these cones have items. I remember that. A Magnet Stone. Wait. Like the thing to evolve Magneton to Magnezone in this game? Yeah, okay. Good to have. Good to have. And a Relic Silver, which is more money. I do like money. Oh, and also some DNA splices. All right. Interesting. People often lose things in the underground. Oh, I grabbed them all. There's nothing left there anymore. And we have Route 6. I really don't want to do a double battle. I hate double battles. I do. I hate them. I guess if we're gonna do this, we're gonna put the tanky boys in front with Eugene and Tortellini. Because while I could go through the grass, we don't have Fluffsy on the team right now. And I want to put Fluffsy back in front for when we catch Pokemon. And we can get to the next town. Hi, Entei. Hi, well, not Metagross, Metang. That's scary. That's scary. That's just scary. Is all I have to say about what just came out. Before I lose my train of thought, I was going to say we can get to the next town and get Fluffsy out of the box before we encounter anything. I love the fact that we can't see Tortellini because of Eugene's giant money sack. Tortellini's just in the back there somewhere with like an arm poking out like, hey, I'm here, hey. That's great. Let's go ahead and Bubble Beam the Entei. For sure. Eugene being weak to fire does really make me want to swap it out. Like, Tortellini, I feel actually pretty confident we'll be fine. Well, we have Fake Out. We just Fake Out into the Entei and double into the Entei. I don't think Polytang should have anything that can one-shot us. It could have some strong moves. At level 16, I don't think Metang has many moves, so it'd be whatever the Poliwrath potentially has. Poliwrath could have, like, Dynamic Punch at level 1, which would be horrible for Eugene. But I'm just going to Fake Out the Entei because it scares me way more. It's a Ghost type. My brain just said Entei. It just said Entei. Hey, if the Fake Out could have hit, that would have KO'd it nice and easily. But yeah, that was dumb of me. That was really dumb of me. I'm going to Bubble Beam it again for sure. And I guess he just Razor Leaf. That does hit both, which is nice. You outspeed as well. Maybe this KOs the Entei? Nice, it does, which means our Water type move hits the Poliwrath, which should be fine. That's fine. Okay, alright, that works out. That works out. That's fine. Slightly scary for a second there. Eugene wants to learn Feint Attack. That is Technician boosted. It doesn't flinch. It is 100% accurate. I mean, it's not like Bite isn't 100% accurate. But if we get accuracy dropped, I feel like considering we're part Persian, we're likely to outspeed things, so we may as well keep the flinch chance. Both very decent moves, very similar, have slightly different properties, but realistically they do the same thing. Is there any items up here in corners? Brain says check corner. Yes. Yes, there was. A Rage Candy Bar. Is there another double battle? Game hates me. Same plan, same lead. It worked last time. What could stop it working again? Camber Ricky and Picnica Isabel. Vaporeon and Maish. Sorry, Vaportheon and Maish. Just Mariel Oddish. Look at his tiny little face. That thing is filled with pure chaotic energy. The Vaporeon is definitely the stronger of the two Pokemon. The Pokemon I want to deal with. Considering those are both grass types, though, Tortellini is going to be swapped out. I'm actually going to bring in Whizzer, I think. I'm going to bring in Whizzer, and I'm going to Fake Out the Vaporeon, first of all. I'm really not too afraid of what that Mariel Oddish does. We'll just get the nice Fake Out. We'll flinch the I really do like the Vaporeon Leafy. I do like it. It's just nice turquoise colors. Just gonna Thunder Shock the Vaporeon and Razor Leaf, I think, so we hit both. It'll be neutral on both because of their secondary typings, but neutral on both of them seems fine. Technician boosted as well. That's some good damage right there. That was a crit, which is why. Okay. And Water Pulse. Neutral damage. Does hurt. That's not no damage. And Muck Donphan comes out. Cool. We are weak to poison on Eugene. I don't think we're swapping Eugene out right now. We are immune to ground, which is obviously very nice. I think we Thunder Shock into Vaporeon again, and we Razor Leaf again. Razor Leaf will be neutral on the Muckdon fan. I don't think the Muckdon fan should have anything too crazy for me, other than maybe a Poison-type move onto Eugene. But we're at full health. Double battles are just so much more stressful, you know? The Paralysis as well, in case we missed the Razor Leaf, which we didn't. Nice. Nice, that gets rid of one. I don't think anything else can pop out on that side, either, because I think they just had... Okay, that might hurt. It hurts. It hurts a bit. It hurts a bit. They shouldn't have anything else to come out on that side, which they don't, but there is another Pokemon behind this Muckdon fan that can still come out. We pretty much are forced into Metal Clawing, and I am going to swap out Eugene. Can go into Mibbles pretty safely, so we'll bring out Mibbles. Nice, nice. Everything so far seems to be okay. If it goes for Sludge, that's fine. We're resisting. Good. Probably going to get poisoned. Not getting poisoned. Wow. Okay, that's the first thing that's really surprised me. We Metal Claw, and we Fake Out. Nice. Between those two, Fake Out did more damage than the Metal Claw was doing. Does it make sense? And then, oh, wait, really? The reason this is so interesting is because we have a Mareep Sneasel. So we now know what it would end up as its final evolution, I guess. So we have this. This is a Pokemon that we actually have. That's kind of cool. Again, I think we're okay in terms of Wizard. Mibbles might want to swap out in case of an Ice-type move. But also, if we hit a Bone Club, that thing disappears. We don't really have too much to hit it with. I guess Metal Claw should be neutral, because I think Weavile is Dark then Ice, not Ice then Dark, but I could be wrong. Knowing the order of typings is not something I'm particularly good at. But let's just go ahead and hit it with Metal Claw. And I would really like to just slap it with a Bone Club. I really would. I'm so afraid of an Ice Punch. I don't think it should have Ice Punch. And Boomerang easily kills this thing before it can do anything weird. I'm Boomeranging. It is neutral. You get the attack boost. Cotton Spore. That's fine. That's fine. There was also, like, a good chance that it went for, like, one of Amfrost's moves rather than a random Ice-type move. The Boomerang's gonna take it out. Nice. Nice. Alright, can I have no more double battles, please? Double battles... They're a little bit scary sometimes. It's gonna be another one, isn't there, down here? I see. Okay, one more double battle. It's fine. It's fine. We have some potions that we can use to get everyone back nice and healthy. Make sure that we're as okay as possible for this next fight. Yeah, okay, we're definitely having to. Don't despair, Vermilion City is right ahead. I'm despairing, okay? Don't tell me what to do. I will despair at these double battles if that's what I want to do. Wait, single battles. Oh, that's fine. Okay, alright, never mind. We're fine. We're A-okay. We are absolutely fine. Linksley. Weird. Should be 4 times weak to double kick, though. So even if this thing has sturdy, I think it's just destroyed. Didn't even have sturdy. No second kick needed. And Kiro, awesome. Talia Bellossom? Talia Bellossom. Talia Primary Psychic. Bellossom Pure Grass. Psychic Grass is weak to, like, every single type ever. Celebi has a horrible existence, being weak to, like, half the types in the game. I think it has, like, 9 weaknesses out of the 18 types. It is a bad typing. It's gonna get bonked. Praise to the Intimidate. It does give it something. I'll admit, that gives it something, but I feel like Brave Bird is still gonna annihilate it. It was not a one-time thing with that sprite, by the way. It really does just flail about through the airs. That kind of is what Brave Bird does, I suppose. And our final fight, before we reach Vermilion City. How about one final fight? He said exactly what I was saying, and I don't know if I like that. Amper Jeff with your Pucuta. Hand him over. Also really funny. That's a good sprite. Pyukumuku Tyranitar. This is another... I think my description of the last episode was we were blessed with Luxray and Pyukumuku fusions, and today we got a Luxio fusion, like, right at the start, and we got a Pyukumuku fusion. I am just a happy boy today. It is definitely weak to Double Kick. That should be fine. I'm slightly afraid of Innards out, because this thing will have a ridiculous amount of HP, but I'm just going to Double Kick. I don't think we're going to one-shot it. We sure didn't. Between Pyukumuku's defense and Tyranitar's defense, it was very unlikely that we were going to one-shot it. Double Kick. There's the Innards out that I was afraid of, because Tyranitar's base HP is obviously very, very large. We do to get rid of it without too much of an issue. We want to learn Spark. We're not an electric type, and we have so much other electric type coverage that I'm not even slightly concerned about that. And Dark Hue. It's not Pyukumuku. Again, it's probably Mimikyu, but it could be Darkrai, which is scary. Darkrai Mimikyu. That is a scary Pokemon that could come out. We do have a Fairy-type move on Skittles now. Let's go into Skittles. Skittles is falling behind. I'm not bringing it in. I'm so determined to keep this thing alive until it's an Aggron Sylveon, because I want to see what it will look like, that I keep trying to, like, not bring it in, and that's just going to make it be way weaker when I actually, like, need Fairy-type moves. So let's go ahead and just bring it in. Does Darkyu have Ghost-typing secondary or Fairy-typing? I don't know. It's definitely Dark-type, though, so it's weak to Fairy either way. We're just going to disarm in voice. Quick attack, that's fine. That does nothing. Charm unaffected because... Is it because fused Pokemon don't have a gender because they're technically two Pokemon at once, so they could be male and female, so they're just classified as genderless? That's probably what it is. So I don't think I've seen genders on quite a few Pokemon. I haven't really been paying attention. Do any of our Pokemon have genders? If so, Q-Charm is completely useless. Or if not, then Q-Charm is completely useless. I don't... Whizzer is male. The Whizzer has a gender. And that's it. Why is Whizzer special? Why does Whizzer have a dog and no one else? Is that what that... Is that the extra purple thing? I thought that was a tail. Alright, let's go ahead and grab Fluffsy and get ourselves one more encounter before we wrap up for today. And then next time, I guess SS Anne is on the horizon. Why? Oh, because you're an egg. Right. I was very confused for a second. Fangala can just go away again, I guess, because we shouldn't need that many electric types in the pie when we're just trying to catch a Pokemon. Plus, it has no status, and its main move is there to absolutely murder something in one hit, which we're not trying to do when we're trying to catch Pokemon. Route 6, our encounter is going to be... That is Dupes. That is Dupes. We're definitely going to see a lot of this Pokemon throughout the run. But we have it now, so at least it will be Dupes every time, I suppose. Our encounter is a Trapple. I mean, Flygon Electrode does sound powerful. It sounds fast. It sounds like it's got good typing. With Dragon Electric. So it's fine. It's just very weak early. It's also terrifying. I can't swap out, can I? I would like to swap out. I don't want to get hit by any ground-type moves for a Trapinch, to be honest. I'd rather just go into Eugene. And swap. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. I was worried that we would be trapped in. I don't even want to be trapped in against a rollout, to be honest. I probably can't weaken this with Fake Out. I guess I'm just throwing a Pokeball, which isn't ideal. Which is perfectly ideal. It's the ideal thing to do, actually, because apparently this thing is easy to catch, so never mind. And we get ourselves our Trap Orb, the Ball Pit Pokemon. It sure is. I love the fact that this is just a Trapinch's head. Like, it just removed the body and went, done. Which is great. Its big jaws crunch through boulders. Is it bad that I just want to call it Oh? Oh. It's just a circle. I don't have the most creative names for just a circle. Like, it's cool. I guess it will eventually evolve, and then that name won't make sense anymore. So maybe we should name it something properly. You know, the sprite is really making me think of Orthworm from the new Pokemon games, so we're just gonna call it Orth. Orth is a pretty grunty sounding name. I could imagine like a little ball of a Trapinch head just going Orth, Orth. I can imagine it, so that'll do. my naming schemes when they're not food related get very weird very quickly and very bad very quickly. I'm aware of that. You're aware of that if you've watched the channel for any time. So you probably already expected some silly name. Congrats, you got a silly name. Do you have anything? I hooked up this Slowpoke with my good rod. I'll trade it to you for a Meowth. I don't want to remove any part of Nibbles. That is... It is interesting that he chose a Pokemon that I do actually have. A static, another electric type. It only just clicked that it was another electric type. We only get electric types now, huh? Modest nature, which is awful. But yeah, we have our share of electric types in these fusions. Well, let's take Fangale back out now that we have caught our Pokemon. We might be able to get some Pokemon next episode as well, so it might immediately go back to being Fluffsy. We'll have to see. Also, I don't think I checked the hotel in Cerulean to see if there were any easy quests to do. I did entirely forget. I'll probably continue to forget, but that's fine. For right now, though, that is where we're going to be wrapping up this episode. If you guys have enjoyed this episode, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado,